I think that United States absolutely has a plan, and that
Yep.
plan becomes more clear when you look at the money. I'm always a big proponent of saying, "Hey, follow where the money and the economics of things are going." So let's take a couple look at these things. One, the oil production by the United States by the end of Donald Trump's term is set to increase by 10 million barrels per day, which is an insane number. Why do you guys think that Donald Trump is pushing for this massive exporting of oil? On one hand, the United States doesn't really care if the Persian Gulf Arab countries and the Islamic Republic over, a little bit more time destroy each other's oil infrastructure to some extent. It's actually not very much detrimental to the United States as a country. It's detrimental to a lot of other countries. But the price of oil being high, the United States exporting more, maybe even production from the Middle East getting cut a little bit, and the US bumping up the production, that's all more money that comes into the United States as a result of it. What do you think about that?
Wait, say that again.
The United States is boosting oil production by 10 million barrels a
But
day by the end
but
of Trump's
that's
term.
not gonna. But yeah, but that's gonna take a long time to have its effect. That's a long-term solution, isn't it?
Correct. So would it be crazy to say that if some of the infrastructure, the oil infrastructure in the Middle East is blown up,
Hmm.
um, it's to the benefit of the United States long term?
Yeah,
I'm just trying to
I think.
highlight that. Yeah.
Hmm. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm trying to highlight that each country has their own set of priorities.
Yes. No, I mean, okay. So one of the four M's was markets, right? So you're
Correct.
right that it makes a lot of sense for United States to find alternative sources of oil to fill the market, so that it and other countries could fill up their oil reserves, so they have enough cushion to go back into military operations. But if that's the plan, do you agree that means that this is going to take a lot longer? If that is the plan, that we're going to
If
be
that is
in
the
this
plan.
for the foreseeable future, yeah.
If that's the only factor in this plan, correct. But the most important factor, which Armin and I are experts in, are the Iranian people. We cannot control when the Iranian people have their next uprising. Countries can plan for this and that, but they cannot control human minds and hearts at the end of the day. As much as China tries to, and we will show you a clip of that later on of some futuristic technology and some restrictions that they've done in a specific city. Another thing, some of that oil technology is only owned by the United States. So, for example, if you go into the ocean in the Persian Gulf and you start drilling from the water down into the seabed, that's actually only tech that the United States possesses. The Persian Gulf countries do not possess that tech. So, if you destroy their oil rigs there, they're screwed. They cannot build them back anytime soon until they develop them themselves. Ukraine has destroyed a majority of not only Russia's oil fleet, but also their oil refineries, spanning all the way into Siberia. The longer this
which
conflict gets drawn out, yeah,
which adds to the difficulty, because now Russian oil is not in the market as well, right?
absolutely. So this not only gives an opportunity for the US to long term devour that market share, but it would also be very, very good for Iran, for a free Iran. The sooner, again, that happens, it's to the benefit of Iran, it's to the detriment of the Persian Gulf Arab countries. Qatar wants a dumb, stupid, weak Islamic Republic in power. They don't want American companies coming in and investing in Iran. They want them coming and investing in Qatar. Um, the longer this conflict gets drawn out, the worse off of a position the Iranian people are, because, as you guys know, the economic miseries in Iran are numerous. And in fact, I have this graphic for you guys from the Islamic Republic themselves stating that what is the population of Iran going to be like and what is the poverty line going to be like for Iranians. So this is going to be in Farsi, but we're just going to tell you what it means. So they're saying in the next 2 years here, 45% of the Iranian population will be under the poverty line. Keep in mind, this is Islamic Republic numbers. You know what that
So
means.
That's
Sorry?
worse. The real numbers are worse. It means that the real numbers are
Absolutely.
worse.
The real numbers are way worse. I would say we're probably past the 45% market poverty line at the moment, and we're going to be approaching maybe the 70% in 2 years from now. So this is absolutely bogus, hocus pocus. And as usual, the Iranian people are the victims of everything that's to happen here. Speaking of oil infrastructure on fire, we were able to see that the Houthis, who launched a major attack on Saudi oil 2 days ago, has been continuing. Aramco is still on fire. This would be the city of, I think it was Jazan. Their oil refinery right here is pretty much completely on fire. The oil storage here is on fire. So not the actual means to produce more oil, just the fuelage, the tankers that we told you guys the Houthis hit. And they hit that because they don't want to escalate things. They just want to hit the fuel storages and not the means of production there. We're actually able to see another 40 miles south. Sorry, what was it? South, yes. 40 miles south of this refinery, another Saudi refinery is also on fire. These satellites, the little red boxes that you see, indicate massive fires. The Saudis are not too happy about this. And I largely believe in the future we might see a lot of other oil refineries across the Middle East also come under attack and on fire, similar to Fujairah here, which has been targeted many times by the Islamic Republic. Armin, what kind of escalation are we looking at if these Persian Gulf Arab countries start seeing their infrastructure hit? What's the consequences of this?
Oh my God! The consequences is going to be that they would finally move towards getting more united against the Islamic Republic. They would not just be buying American and Ukrainian military equipment to attack the Islamic Republic. They will also hire Americans and Israel and Ukrainians to come do their job for them. There will probably be some other Arab countries that will say yes to the Abrahamic Accord. I don't know which one first. It would be the biggest deal of Saudi Arabia finally gives into that to be able to get under the security umbrella of Israel, given that it works very well with the for the UAE. Um, this is not going to save their economy until the Islamic Republic falls. It's going to convince more Arab countries that the Islamic Republic need to fall, that the strategy of appeasement doesn't work, that this issue, there's only one solution to this, to all of this mess. Their economy is going to get more and more hurt until the Shah is back, until there's a Shah in the Middle East. They realized that the only reason why they had stability in the Middle East at some point it was because Iran had the Shah, and they would be desperate to go back to having the Shah becoming the security guarantor of their region.
Beautifully said. Absolutely correct. Completely correct. Some of these Persian Gulf Arab countries are completely complicit, or at least they have the knowledge to be. According to the foremost oil expert in the Iranian opposition, Said Ghassanijad, also the right-hand man of His Royal Highness Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, said that a Panamanian flag tanker is carrying 350,000 barrels of Iranian oil to the UAE. I think you guys can all figure out what's going to happen in the UAE. Some of the ships are going to, change oil. Some oil goes on that ship, some on that ship. The regime gets to sell their oil and make some money. So this looks like their competitive adaptation of the IRGC to get around the blockade is to, hey, if our ships can't go through the blockade, the UAE ships can. Let's just put our oil on their ships. And the UAE government is definitely aware of this. Now, this might be a private sector thing, but they are most definitely aware of this 100%. So the Persian Gulf Arab countries, again, guys, have their own objectives, most of which are actually completely against the objectives of the Iranian people. So we'll keep an eye on that.
My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran. Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.